of what he was even beginning to explain, because there is no foundation on which these individuals can rightfully stand up for illegal migrants being in this country illegally and target law enforcement agents the way in which they have, Congressman.
You're right, and thanks for having me on. To your point, assaults against ICE agents are up 830% since President Trump has been in office. And why is that? It's driven by Democrat rhetoric, just like what Eric Swalwell said in committee earlier today, who are encouraging the doxing of ICE agents, unmasking ICE agents, which it effectively encourages violence against our law enforcement. I think it's disgusting. I would like to see Eric Swalwell spend a day walking in the shoes of an ICE agent. He would not have the courage to do that.
No, Congressman, we know the facts. They get the warrants, they base on intelligence, other information. They're wearing full identification, HSI, ERO in some way. But what Eric Swalwell and the 12 Senate Democrats with that Visible Act and all of them want to do on the Democrat side is they also want to target those families. We're getting reports of ICE agents' families now being targeted. What do you say to that?
What I would say to that is that this is because of the border crisis that Joe Biden and the Democrats created. Remember, the people who are flooding across our border, millions of them, included some of the most violent and ruthless drug gang members in the world. These are people who relish not only murdering and raping their victims, but torturing them for pleasure. These are the people that the Democrats let into our communities. So yes, ICE agents are protecting themselves and their families from these ruthless criminals while they're trying to do their job upholding our immigration laws. And a member of Congress should be supporting them. We should be having ICE's back right now as they're doing their job, not attacking them and doxing them and effectively encouraging violence against them. That is disgusting. These people are looking out for the American people.
Yeah, and Mr. Fang Fang flatulence and none of his cronies ever shed one tear for one migrant mother being raped or a child drowning in the Rio Grande, or not one person who died from fentanyl poisoning during Joe Biden's wide open border. So he can take his Christianity and his Bible and, put it back in the safe where it's been the last 4 years. Congressman, we want to ask you about Anthony Bernal, the former aide, the top aide to the First Lady of Jill Biden, and a key figure in this Biden White House who has invoked the Fifth Amendment in the auto pen investigation. It is plain as day what went on with the auto pen, the commutations, and the pardons. But will Congress ever be able to get to the bottom of it?
We are in the fact-finding phase right now of this investigation. And remember, Mr. Bernal came in and he invoked the Fifth Amendment even when he was asked if anybody who was not an elected official was carrying out the duties of the President of the United States. That should be a very simple and easy question to answer. The American people expect that the person who is elected should be the person calling the shots. And we saw Joe Biden's cognitive decline. We know he wasn't capable of running the executive as it should be run. And we're finding more and more information out every single day that he didn't, in fact, know about the pardons that were being signed in his name. So we're going to continue these depositions. We're going to continue getting more and more information about this because this is a huge scandal.
The biggest I've ever seen.